Speaker, yesterday we asked the government what the Prime Minister knew about the two key meetings that took place in his so-called private high-security boardroom regarding the Senate payoff and cover-up scandal. And the answer was, well, there wasn't an answer. So let's try go a little simpler. When was the Prime Minister informed that there were meetings in his boardroom between the conspirators who are now under criminal investigation? Or does the Prime Minister find it more convenient to not ever find out what actually happens in his high security office?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, I know it won't surprise you that I take the words of the RCMP when they say that the Prime Minister, of course, had no idea that this situation was occurring. The Prime Minister also did say that had he known, he would have put an immediate stop to it. But moreover, Mr. Speaker, the report by the RCMP shows the length to which this Prime Minister went to assist the RCMP, including ensuring that his staff assisted, provided any information that they needed. Thousands of emails were turned over, waivers were signed, Mr. Speaker. We're doing all that we can to assist the RCMP in this investigation. We'll continue to do that.
Honourable Member for Timmins,
Well, I'll hand it to my colleague. He's showing us the extent that the Prime Minister will run to avoid accountability over the criminal acts that may have been committed in his own office. Now, speaking of which, Mr. Speaker, yesterday we found that the government used the Aga Khan's speech as a pretext to data mine information on Canadians for the Conservative Party. Now, this was a momentous occasion for the Ismaili community, and yet the Conservatives used this historic occasion to inappropriately gather data for the Conservative Party. Can the government tell us if they really think it's appropriate to use a state visit by a religious leader to gather personal information for the use of the Conservative war machine?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Let me just say this, how proud and honoured I was to be in this chamber, to hear the words of the Aga Khan last week, and to hear the affection and esteem in which he holds this country in, Mr. Speaker. I know that I was proud. I know that all members were proud of that, Mr. Speaker. It really highlights not only the good work that the Foundation does, but also the extraordinary work that the Ismaili community has done to help build this country into the great place that it is, Mr. Speaker. I'm very proud of that, and I know all members of this chamber were too. At least they should be, Mr. Speaker, and we'll continue to advance initiatives like that that highlight how great Canada is on the world stage.
Honourable Member for Rosemont-Lactique.